Protect your privacy online with the best VPN for gaming, ExpressVPN, and visit expressvpn.com/GhillieMaster, linked in the description, to find out how you can get 3 months free. A lot of people ask me on my live streams, how much money do you think we'll need for the next update? Or they'll ask if, so-and-so amount of money is enough for the next update. So, in this video, I'm going to do some very quick math, taking past DLC costs in mind to give a rough estimate as to how much money you will need for the upcoming Tuners DLC. And we'll be talking in terms of day 1 content here, because any content that comes after day 1, you can always make more money leading up to that. So on day 1, we will be receiving 10 Tuner-style cars, most likely in the form of muscle and sports cars, which can help determine the costs of those said vehicles. Now, in order to attempt to make a rough estimate, we have to look at recent sports and muscle cars and their costs, but you can't look at the cars that were released too far back, otherwise it won't account for inflation of the GTA economy. The most recent sports car we received in GTA Online was the Italia RSX with a staggering price of $3,465,000 or $2,598,750 after unlocking the trade price for it. Before that though, in the Los Santos Summer Special Update, the Coquette D10 was released at $1,510,000 along with the Penumbra FF, which ironically fits the Tuner theme, at $1,380,000. For muscle cars, the last one we got was in last year's summer update, the Gauntlet Classic Custom, which cost $615,000, and then when you upgrade it at Benny's, you have to pay another $850,000, totaling up to $1,430,000. We know that the new cars will have trade prices in the Los Santos Tuners update, so given this information, I would estimate each car to be in the price range of $1.5 to $2.3 million without the trade price, and after locking the trade price, the range would drop to $1 million to $1,750,000 per car. And since there are 10 cars releasing on day 1, we have to multiply those ranges by 10, making the total cost range of the day 1 cars to be $15 million to $23 million without the trade prices, and $10 million to $17 million with the trade prices unlocked. However, those are prices without customization, because we know the cars in this update are probably going to be highly customizable with new liveries, wheels, and much more, which most likely are going to have trade prices individually tied to them as well if we go from how they designed the Arena War system. It's hard to say exactly how much the new wheels will cost, but I would guess somewhere in the price range that the street rims are that we received last year. And if those new rims do have trade prices, we can expect to pay like $50,000 to $60,000 without the trade price unlocked. The Arena War update charges a huge amount of like $40,000 to $80,000 for the non-discounted trade price of colored headlights as an example, so if that's anything to go by, it's probably going to be expensive. So for a borderline estimate on car customization, I predict that per car it's going to cost you anywhere from $600,000 to $1 million per car just to customize it to the max. But to simplify this so we don't have like 10 different cost ranges, I'm going to go somewhere in the middle and say $800,000 per car. And multiplying it by 10 to get the total, it's going to cost you around $8 million to customize all 10 cars, I predict. And to simplify the ranges yet again, I'm going to be taking the non-trade price range because that's what it's going to be like on day 1. You're not going to have all the trade prices exactly unlocked on day 1. So that brings our total price range to $23 to $31 million. Moving on to clothing, it's impossible for me to make a guess anywhere near accurate because we just don't know how much clothing is going to be in there. We saw a few new items in the trailer and the screenshots, but nothing really major. So I'll just throw in another $2 million to own all the clothing to be on the safe side because again, trade prices are going to inflate the costs just like they did with the Arena War clothing. So now we're at $25 to $33 million to own everything day 1. Let's shift into properties now. I'm assuming Rockstar will let us buy another garage in this update, which is going to be another $300,000, let's just say, for a new apartment property. There's also going to be some customization with the private meet area. It's hard to say how much it'll be and how much there will be to customize, so I'm going to go with around $1.5 million for this. And then of course the membership fee for the car meet is $50,000, which is a small fee compared to everything else we just went over. And that brings our grand total to $26,850,000 to $34,850,000 for my predicted price range of everything available from day 1 without even leveling up the rep system to get the trade prices. This is just if you log on and instantly want everything from the start, you're probably going to need this much money to do so. Now, most of you guys probably won't be buying every single thing on day 1. Some of you might not want to buy the clothing, for example, or maybe some of you only want the cars that interest you and you don't want all 10 of them. A general amount for any player going into this update, I would say, though, is at least $20 million because you don't want to be in a situation where you go completely broke from just buying the DLC content. You never want that to happen. And if you don't have that much money and want a fast way to get more money over the next couple days before the update launches, let's do some Cayo Perico math, shall we? The Cayo Perico heist is absolutely what you should be doing to get money fast. It's by far the easiest way to earn money now, and you can do it solo. On average, let's say you earn $1.5 million per Cayo Perico heist. Sometimes it'll be better, sometimes worse. If you're good enough to do them once per hour, let's say, you could earn $20 million in roughly 13.5 hours of gameplay, which is kind of a lot considering we only have a couple of days left until launches, but that is going to be the easiest method to get to that amount. But that's assuming you're starting from $0, which is highly unlikely. I'm sure you guys have at least a few million, or best case scenario like 10 or 15 million. In which case, you'd only have to do a few Kyrico heists to be confident enough for this update. But let me know what you guys think about my predictions in the comment section. And again, these are only my predictions. I could be completely off and you'd need like either way more money or way less money. Hopefully it's the latter. But just going by the fact that there's going to be trade prices, usually they spike the price up on the non-trade price items. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like, as well as subscribe to my channel for more guide and PvP related content. Let me know how much money you have prepared for the update in the comment section. Huge thank you to all my channel members for your support. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.